That was
I
big.
think you need to do that again.
I think we need to do stomp, stomp, roar, roar. I'm a baby dinosaur. Can you say that with me? In a baby voice, stomp, stomp, roar, roar. I'm a baby dinosaur. Ready? Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. I'm a baby dinosaur. Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. I'm a teenage dinosaur. Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. I'm an adult dinosaur. Roar! Did you hear that roar?
I did.
You know what's funny, Jody? They're looking at us going, why do you have squids on your head? This is Dinosaur Day.
It's
But
Dinosaur Day.
How do we know about dinosaurs, Jody? We weren't alive back in dinosaur days.
I heard it involves the ocean.
Did you know that most fossils and dinosaurs that we know come as fossils are formed in the ocean or rivers, swampland, because the earth is about 70% water. And I actually have a fossil that's 350 million years old that I'll show you later. And it's a fossil of a squid. A squid. It had a long, hard tail. Then it had these that it would capture its prey with. So one of my fossils is a squid. Now I have actual no dinosaur fossil bones because they're very, very, very expensive. But I brought a bunch of fossils to show you guys. Do you guys know what a fossil is?
No. What's a fossil?
A fossil isn't really the animal or the shell of the animal or the bone of the animal. What it is it's an imprint. So if like a dinosaur walked across the mud, he left his tracks. Sediment then came and filled in the footprint, and then more sediment came. And sediments are like little pieces of sand and mud and dirt at the bottom of a pond like or an ocean. And it built up, built up, built up, and it slowly hardened and became a hard cast. So basically fossils are molds that have been taken from where the actual animal was or the plant was.
So it's like an ice cube tray. You put the water in the tray, and then you can take it out, but you still have the tray.
But you still have the tray. Yep, perfect.
Very neat. So what are we doing today? Why is everyone here? For Dino Day.
Do you want to introduce our special friend who's going to do our jokes? I believe is it Rachel?
Yes.
Miss Rachel, front and center. Miss Rachel's going to start with some dinosaur jokes.
I hope everyone's ready to laugh or roar. Can we roar again? There we go. Do I just clip it on or? Okay, I'll just hold it then. Okay. What do you get when a dinosaur crashes a car? A Tyrannosaurus wreck.
He wrecks the car.
Yeah.
David, did you give her that joke?
Oh, these are all David jokes. I will take
these bad jokes
credit.
are all hers.
Sorry, adults. I tried.
Okay, they're my bad jokes.
What do you call a dinosaur that's sleeping? A sleeposaur? That might be better than this one. A snoozosaurus, I like that one. It's called a dinosaur. Like that. Can you snore? Can you roar? All right. Why did the dinosaur wear a bandage? Because he was dinosaur. Some people in the back get it. Yeah, that was rough.
Have you ever put a Band-Aid on a sore?
Okay, look at my friend Dino over here, this big dinosaur. Right here. Would you want to put a Band-Aid on that dinosaur? Put a Band-Aid on a...
Because if you try to put a Band-Aid on him, he might try to eat you.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Or she has a joke coming up that'll explain what dinosaurs will do to you.
Oh, it's our last joke. Here we go. What game does a brontosaurus like to play with children? Squash. Because they're so
he would
tall.
squash you.
All right, that's the end of our jokes.
How about those jokes? Let's give her a big hand.
Yeah.
And a big roar. Whoa. Okay, now I'm going to bring some of my fossil collections out for everybody to see. I've got some fossils that are pretty old, older than me. The first one I'm going to show you guys is a fossil fish, and he's about 50 million years old, and he was found in Wyoming. Can you see this one right here where my thumb is? That's a fish.
I have a friend.
And that fish died, floated down to the bottom of the sea. He was covered with sediment, and it was so dark down there, and there was no oxygen down there, so it took him a long time to kind of die and fall apart, and minerals kind of went into where he was laying, and those minerals hardened in the exact shape of the fish. Now this one up here, when I said squid with our squid heads, this was the squid. His body is here, and his tentacles, which is the head part, went off right here. This guy's probably about 250 million years old. This is a trilobite. Trilobites are about 350 million years old. Then look carefully here. See that tooth? That tooth's probably about 65 million years old. That's a... See the tooth?
Yes.
That came from a dinosaur fish. It was a type of shark.
Wait, where's the tooth?
There's the tooth. There's the fish. This was the squid.
Go look at it. You can go over there and look at it.
And those were shells.
Tooth.
Yep. Can you guys see them in the back? Should we come back here? Let's see the fish. Remember how old I said the fish was? About 50 million years old. This was the squid because his head was up here and his tentacles ran out here. This is a trilobite, which is a bug that swam in the ocean. There's the tooth. I'll come down here. You guys, you got a squid. Perfect. He would fit right on the top of that shell.
I have a friend who lives in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yep. Oh, a lot of these came from Wyoming. Actually, probably all of these came from Wyoming, that area. But it didn't look like Wyoming does now. Wyoming is dry and just basically a lot of sand and dirt. Back when these were formed, plate tectonics, we're not going to get into that too much, but basically the earth kind of moves around. And at that time, it was all one big landmass. And Wyoming was pretty much an ocean back then. So all these were in the ocean in that area. Then the water slowly receded and left all that sediment to harden underneath all the layers. And then later, erosion happened, blew all the layers apart, and people started finding these. Next up, this top one, and I'll bring it around, is another tooth. Can you see that giant tooth? I'll bring it around to everybody. And that tooth is from a megalodon. And then there's a shell. You see this one? That's called amber, and that's petrified tree sap. And in that, right there's the tooth. I'll tell you what, I'll take it out so we can see. Now you can see that tooth. If you look careful, it's got serrated edge, which is really sharp.
I can see it.
Think how big his mouth was if that is a tooth. Look at that.
I didn't get to see.
So who's that from, the tooth?
A megalodon.
A megalodon. So he was kind of tiny, right?
His mouth was probably about this big.
Okay.
He could come over here and, this would be a snack.
Okay.
Now I'll show you the amber. I wish I would have brought a microscope because this is amber. Has everybody ever gone to pine trees and touched a pine tree? It's all sticky because the sap is all sticky.
I have one in my backyard.
This was once sap on a tree.
Right here.
And in this, if you look really, really careful at this corner, there's a mosquito. This is probably about 50 million years old. And a mosquito was trapped. See that little dot right in there? You can't see it in this light, but that's a mosquito. But this is petrified tree sap.
I want to see a tree slab.
And we'll get it for the camera for the kids at home. But right in that corner is a mosquito. If you look under a microscope, you can see the mosquito pretty well. Look at that. Petrified tree sap. So if you ever touch a tree and get that sticky, sappy stuff, this oozed out of a tree once, stayed there, probably fell off onto the ground, got covered with tons of dirt, and became petrified with the bug still in it. There we go.
Mr. David, before we show some more, can I read a story?
Jody's got a story for us. Let's do that.
And then maybe we can, while crafts, everybody can come up
Yeah,
and
while
look
we're
at
doing
them.
crafts after this, and we'll come through the table and I'll show it to everybody as they go through the line. Great idea.
All right, boys and girls, come close, will ya? So you can see me. Come on up.
Front row seating. Story time.
I saw you guys.
I like that.
Have you read it before? It's a great one, isn't it? All right. It says, I'm Big by Kate and Jim McMullen. Are you big? Oh, you want to read with me?
I want to look at the pictures.
Look at how big. Look at it, big as
The brontosaurus.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is
Go on the ceiling, like
no, he can't go on the ceiling. No, not today. Maybe when we're gone, he likes to climb up there.
Go way up there.
How come?
Because
He's pretty.
statue. He can't.
He is just a statue. You know what? I bet you he was pretty tall. Don't you think?
I think he's tall as the whole entire world.
That's the whole entire world. Let's see.
He was taller than us.
All right, let's read and find out. And thank you, HarperCollins, for letting us read this today. Here he is. Hey, you're looking at a super sorry sauropod. Woke up late. My herd was gone. Want to help me find my pack? Should we help him find him? Yeah. Well, he says
Just like him.
it does look just like our friend Dino, doesn't it?
Yeah. But he's,
All right, let's move on.
but he's green and he's purple.
Yep.
That's right.
And blue.
Someone could have nudged me. Someone could have woken me up. Hey, Stegs, my pal passed by. Let me know if they show up. So he's saying, where's my family? I want my family. Somebody could have nudged me. Somebody could have pushed me. Somebody could, oh, I don't want to slap them, do I? That's not a good choice. Ha! Where could they be? I'll see. Stand back. Elevator going up, 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 up. Look at them. It does. It says check the neck. 5 stories high. So as big as a building. The weather up here is sunny with a chance of Tyrannosaurus.
Did you say 5 stories high?
5.
Because technically this roof is about 3 stories high.
So he would be
So he'd
taller.
be taller than this roof.
Chill Zoomers, just looking for my herd. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Keep an eye out for my family. Does anyone see him?
And he could see a long ways.
He can, because he's really, really high. Like Mr. David said, look at the ceiling. He would be taller than the ceiling. If I find my herd, I promise every morning I'll wake up with the birdies. Yo, Dips, you seen my Uh-oh. What's that? He heard some rustling in the trees. Is it my herd? Is it my family? Am I in luck?
Hopefully.
What do you guys think? Is it his family?
I'd send out a roar to see.
I would say no.
If it's not his family, give me a roar. 1, 2, 3. It's not? Yikes! Predators! What do I do? They want to eat me.
And predators have big teeth, just like this tooth I showed you.
He is, but he doesn't know that. He's so scared, he forgets that he's super big.
He could just swat his tail.
He could. He says,
his neck.
run! So he tries to run, but guess what? He is. He's too big and he can't run. He says, I'm too heavy for speed. I can't run. What do I do? Benny, what do you think he does? What should he do?
He thinks
Would you roar?
his tail.
What do you think? You know what he says?
That would work.
He says, let's hide.
That's what I'd do. I'd hide behind Benny.
What? Behind a tree? That didn't work out, did it?
It'd take
In a
pretty big
hole? No, no. Oh, rock? The rock's way too small. Where is he gonna hide?
tree. He couldn't even hide behind this building.
In a forest.
In a forest? That's a great
That'd
idea.
work.
What do you girls think? Where's he gonna hide? Behind a mountain? Somebody
lake?
said? Uh-oh, he said, wait. I can't fight. I can't hide. I can't run. I have to fight.
I'd try to make friends. That's what I would do.
Look at, they have fangs and they have claws. How can he fight that? Who's got them? Not me. I can't fight. What do I do? Think. What does he do?
Are you thinking?
David, what does he do?
I know we're at them.
Roar?
He tells him a funny joke.
Oh. Think big.
Think big.
Think big.
He's big.
He is big.
He might not know it, but they do.
He says, don't mess with me, carnivores. Can't you see? I'm a whole lot of lizard.
Hey, Jody, you said he's a whole lot of lizard. Do you guys know what the word dinosaur actually means? Dinosaur is a Greek word that means monstrous or terrible lizard.
He says, I'm a mountain on the move. I'm a thunder coming at you. I'm making earthquakes. Can you guys make earthquakes? Make earthquakes.
Thunder on the move.
Make earthquakes at home too.
That sounds like a dinosaur stomp.
Whoa, look at him go. All that's left are these footprints.
And we're going to make some footprints in our crafts today.
We are. And if you're at home, grab Play-Doh and plastic dinosaurs and you can make your own footprints too. Footprints just like mine. So he saw footprints and look at them. There's footprints everywhere.
Hey, look. His family's up ahead.
Uh-huh, you see? Yeah.
For those at home, Jody, on Pinterest, they can go to Pinterest and type in dinosaur footprints, and they teach you how to make a dough out of flour and water and salt, I believe. And then you put the plastic dinosaur footprints in the dough, put them in the oven, and make your own fossil prints.
Nice. Hey, Pack, I'm back. Miss me? Sure feels good being with my biggies, catching the breeze, eating some trees, hanging together. They have to stay together. Look at him. He says, as the sun goes down, tomorrow morning, I'm up with the birdies. Tweet, tweet.
Tweet.
The end.
Wow, good story.
Very,
Let's give Miss
very-
Jody a big dino roar for that. 1, 2, 3, roar! That's a good story.
What do you think, Mr. David? How about some crafts? Who's ready for some dinosaur crafts?
Let's follow Mr. David.